We've made an amazing essay. You found some amazing evidence, some pretty good quotes, and you're ready to put it in your essay, but I feel that something is missing. Can you just put a piece of evidence, a quote, into your essay and not tell the reader what it means?
No.
Can you do that?
No.
No. So if you can't just do that, what does that mean? What do you have to add to your essay in order for that quote to make sense? Anybody take a guess? Starts with the E. You have to give a what?
Evidence.
Nick, no, you already have your evidence. You have to give a what? Explanation. There you go. So you have to give an explanation, but how do you do that? Well, the answer to that can be found in 2 steps that we're going to go over today really, really quickly. So you have a quote and you need to explain it, and we're going to do that by using these 2 steps in this chant. So when I point to me, I'm going to say the chant. When I point to you, you're going to repeat what I say. When I point to me, I'm going to what?
Repeat the chant.
When I point to you,
Repeat the chant.
repeat the chant. All right. So say what?
Say what?
So what?
So what?
Say what?
Say what?
So what?
So what?
Say what? So what? That's what.
Say what? So what? That's what.
Good job. So what does all of that mean? The what is where we're going to start. Your what and so what is going to be the way that you explain your evidence to your reader when they're reading your writing. So your what is going to be what you use to explain what the evidence is. The purpose of this is going to be telling the reader why you picked the evidence that you picked in the first place. The way that you can do this is by explaining either what the evidence said in your own words, you can give clarification on the evidence, or you can expand upon it and add context to it for your reader. So we're going to take a look at an example of this. So right here is all textbooks should be switched to electronics to save the environment. That's our main argument, right? So what is the evidence that we're going to use to support this? Can someone read it for me, please? Yes.
A regular class has 15 to 20 students.
A regular class has 15 to 20 students. So the what that is provided is that every student has a 300-page textbook, which can harm the environment. What does this do? What does our what do for the reader? Yes.
It tells you what's happening.
It tells you what's happening. It's giving you an expansion of what the quote was saying. So you told the reader your what. So what in the world is a so what? Your so what is going to be the critical part of your explanation that is going to connect your evidence, right here, to your purpose. It's going to be that aha moment for your reader that says, okay, so that is why my evidence is so important to my amazing claim and amazing argument that I just made. So can someone read my so what for me, please? Yes, what's my so what?
The switch will save the environment by reducing waste and amount of paper used.
So the switch will save the environment by reducing waste and the amount of paper used. Does anybody see any similarities in our so what and in our claim or our argument? What's the similarities? Do we see any keywords?
The similarities are that they both talking about
So we're seeing the similarities that are occurring here between, our so what and our claim. So is there any other keywords that you see that are similar? Yes.
the environment and it say environment at the bottom, but it says save the environment.
Okay, any other keywords that we're seeing here? Yes.
It says what up there is so
Wait, what are we seeing here? We're seeing a switch will save, and what else are we seeing in our claim?
switch to electronics.
A switch to electronics. So what is that showing? That's showing a connection, right? Because we're basically tying back our so what to our claim, which is what you want to do when you're making a point in your explanation. You want to connect that so what to your thing. So that way your reader has an understanding of what it is that you really wanted them to get from your evidence in relation to the claim or in relation to the argument that you're making. So in conclusion, the main purpose of this, the real thing that you want to take away is that your evidence is only going to be as strong as your explanation of it. And if you want your readers to take away something very purposeful from your argument and you want them to see that your quote and your evidence is relevant, well, you have to give them a really good explanation. So on the count of 3, we're going to do a little shake and go like this. On the count of 3, you're going to release. You're going to give me a thumbs up if you understand, a thumbs in the middle if you're still a little unsure, or a thumbs down if you don't understand at all. So thumbs up. Going to shake it on 3. 1, 2, 3. we're all understanding, that's really great. So once you get an understanding of your what and your so what, guess what? You can say that's what, because they understand what you're saying. Good job. Thank you all so much for your participation. Clap it up. Hallelujah. Dang.